Evening guys, Ben here. I'm at home. You see by the clock it is still relatively early, just 6 o'clock now. Today was good. The ride today headed on a trail, a route that I would normally follow, one that you've probably seen in the previous videos over when I did the 100 days to Ironman and the 70.3 training. And I found it relatively easier than expected. So what happened was, while I was out riding, it got me thinking about where I've been, certainly over the last year, and what I'm intending to do for next year. And I find these times are pretty good, to be fair, because it gives the opportunity to reflect back to where you've been, what you've done. And for me, my journey, my story has been quite checkered, not for anything negative or any choices I probably still wouldn't make again, but my journey has incorporated several different things. If you've followed any of my work, you know that I would join the army at 16, went to a military college, probably for all of the wrong reasons looking back at it now, but it was an invaluable learning experience for me. I understood and learned a lot about myself and my character and what was possible there. And it's very rare that we actually get the opportunity in life to test ourselves to the maximum, understand what we're actually capable of, often just accepting that life is getting easier. You know, modern technology now, you don't have to move from your home in order to earn an income online. You can even have your food delivered to your door, your weekly shopping. So we've become comfortable, I think, is not lazy, but comfortable in our modern day living. So that was one of the thoughts that I had going back to the ride today, especially when I was pushing up the hills and fatigued slightly. But it got me thinking about how sometimes we can perceive another based on where they are now as opposed to where they've been. And for me, as I said, my journey has been checkered. I've had a number of things. So the military was one of them. The army, I joined at 16, went to a military college. And then having left there, I was unemployed, which then led me to a place of seeking out a journey of which I thought I wanted based on financial gains, financial rewards. And that's when I went into the world of property. And the property world actually serviced an income and serviced a lifestyle that most would dream to have. But for me, there was still that something was missing. So I just wanted to share that with you, because sometimes it can be perceived that the person has always been that way or invested heavily in one journey without making any alterations. But for me, there's been a number of alterations. So just wanted to share that with you today, because it was a comment that was made on social media in a group that I'm a member of, which actually got me thinking about how sometimes people can perceive something as being true, but actually it couldn't be any further than the truth. So I've been doing this now for quite a few years. I like to think I'm pretty good at it, and I'm a pretty good judge of character. But I did this for me. I worked on alignment for self. As I said, I think in the first video, invested probably £250,000 in my own development, my growth over the last 10 years, if not more. I'm still yet ready to work out the actual figure, but the investment in self has actually fueled me to do more of what I want and less of what I don't, not the other way around, which I would have probably found if I ever stayed in the property industry. I wasn't happy. I was following another's ideal of the world and servicing their dreams and their aspirations, as opposed to committing to something that made me happy, that was 100% focused towards my own growth and development. And again, within this field, it hasn't been a particularly easy journey. I've not had anything handed to me on a plate. And I think but I know that these 100 days, 30 days, these various physical, arduous tasks that I subscribe to and sign up to and commit to actually are a good reminder of that, which flips me just very quickly back to when I had my first book published, and I'd been applying to this publisher for 6 to 12 months, every week an email pestering them, of which my first book got declined, and they said no thank you, or thank you very much but no thanks. It was only after, that constant persistence, that constant self-belief in myself, that actually got to the point where How to Change Your Life, the first book I had published by a publisher, a well-known, probably one of the top 2 or 3 in the world publisher, was, before that book was commissioned, which led on to another book being commissioned, and the growth and the multiple languages now it's being distributed in, everything from Arabic all the way through to Albanian, I think. What I'm going to invite you to do today, not part of any growth and development in particular, but avoid judging people based on what you perceive to be true, because I can guarantee, irrelevant of who they are, there is a story attached to them that would completely change your perspective on them, and perhaps open up into another space, another belief about what is possible, or on the flip side of that, what is not. So that's all I wanted to project today. If you've got a belief about someone, you own that, they don't. Avoid the temptation to believe that something is true unless you understand both sides of the story, you understand them a little bit more. So I guess what I'm inviting to do is less judgment, more empathy, more understanding. As you can see, I've had my hair cut, I'm half groomed. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe, enjoy the ride, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, welcoming you on my own journey over the next 27 days remaining. Tomorrow's my daughter's birthday, so I'm going to be heading out for another quick hour like I did today, pushing the legs, enjoying getting back into nature, enjoying the scenery, enjoying the intended purpose behind these videos. So for now, peace out, be safe, and thanks for tuning in.